Brought to you by the letter C and the number 7. This week, those of us who grew up on Sesame Street and the Muppets lost a legend. We're here to pay tribute to Jerry Nelson, and we're going to count off 5 reasons we miss Jerry Nelson, the man who taught us to count on Sesame Street. Jerry Nelson joined Sesame Street during its 2nd season, and also did double duty when they launched The Muppet Show. Over the years, his character work included Herbert Birdsfoot, the Two-Headed Monster, Sherlock Hemlock, Harry Monster, The Amazing Mumford, Crazy Harry, Little Jerry, Simon Soundman, Farley, Rodeo Rosie, Mr. Johnson, Frazzle, Sam the Robot, Fred the Wonder Horse. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember some of these characters. And he was the announcer for Sesame Street Newsflash and Super Grover. One character! Ha 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 ha! The first character on our countdown is clearly the most famous, the one that Jerry Nelson was most known for, and that is Count Von Count, who taught us to count. Created in 1972, Count Von Count, who, depending on the source you read, either is or is not a vampire. Here's a fun fact. In 1988, the Count actually co-hosted an episode of NBC's The Today Show. The Today Show! 2 characters! Ha 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 ha! Our second character is Mr. Snuffleupagus. He was introduced in the 3rd season. The costume was so large it took 2 people to run it, and Jerry Nelson was one of those first people to do that. The costume was so large, in fact, that they could not put it in storage, so they had to hang it from the ceiling when they weren't filming. 3 characters! Ha ha ha! Our third character, Sergeant Floyd Pepper, bassist for the Electric Mayhem. In one memorable episode, Floyd led the band in a strike. They were going to quit the Muppet Show unless Kermit agreed to let them rewrite the theme song. They wrote a theme song, Kermit hated it, and yet for some reason in the next episode, the band was there with no explanation. It's one of the unexplained mysteries of the Muppet Show. 4 characters! Ha ha ha! You probably know Robin the Frog as Kermit's nephew. He's a kind and clever kid who sometimes feels unnoticed because of his small size, and we all learned a lesson that day. Here's a fun fact. Robin made his debut in a television special, The Frog Prince. But he wasn't Kermit's nephew. In fact, he wasn't even a real frog. He was a prince that had been turned into a frog. I guess he got used to it. 5 characters! The 5th character in today's countdown is Lew Zealand, who taught us to throw fish. When Lew Zealand made his debut, he was only intended to appear in that one episode, but he came back. Here's a fun fact. Jerry Nelson said that Lew Zealand was his tribute to Frankie Fontaine. I don't know who he is either. You should probably Google him. And that is this week's 5 for Friday, our tribute to Jerry Nelson of Sesame Street and Muppets fame. If you want to see some of his work in action, we've got links to videos. If you're watching this video on your computer, then when you get to the end, there's going to be links right in the screen. Annotations somewhere around here. I'm going to do annotations. If you're on a tablet or if you're on your smartphone, you probably can't see the annotations, but we're also going to have links under the video. So this is Chris Wow. Thank you for being with us this week. We'll see you again soon. Today, oh no. Because we spare no expense for our props here at 5 for Friday. I stand here right in front of the mic and I'm talking. If I go, actually, oh, okay, actually this is probably right. Okay, well.
Oh, you've got the camera on.
Yeah, that's my camera.
I apologize.
I had it all, the angle and everything.